r/entitled-parents. Hell in the Courtroom. Posted by u/imaginary-broccoli6. Hello again, and today it's the 4th of June. Indonesia date is one day forward from USA in case of confusion, and also happy Pride. Sadly can't celebrate Pride as being gay in Indonesia isn't technically legal. Sad, right? Let's get on it, shall we? Links in the description. Previously on M&ET's third try, M said she was going to sue the entire gun range after she got shot due to her stupidity. Link to all the other stories are above. Read that first if you haven't already. You're back. Cool, so let's get to the courtroom. Characters today: M, entitled Moran mother; E.T., entitled teen; F.D., friend's dad, owner of gun range, is innocent. Shooter: F.D.L., F.D.'s lawyer; E.M.L., entitled mother's lawyer; J, judge; and S, security, from gun range. So everyone is seated in the courtroom and M hasn't showed up yet. She did come eventually, but 20 minutes later with E.T. in tow. She looked at F.D. with a huge smirk on her face, thinking she won. Judge looks really displeased as she had her head resting on her hand and didn't notice M until someone sneezed. Judge looks up and just said, "Alright, let's get this going, shall we?" Judge asks how F.D. would plead and he obviously responds with not guilty. Judge looks to be really hating her life right now as M starts blurting out bullshit without being asked anything and just yells at her to shut up while banging on the gavel. M shuts up, but not for long. Witnesses came in and asked questions such as their description on what happened. Is went first and she said, "Is, well, M just came out of nowhere and jumped over the fence. She jumped right in front of me and I panicked and shot her." F.D.L., so was it self-defense, right? Is, I panicked, I didn't mean to shoot her, I guess it was self-defense, she scared me. F.D.L., no further question. J. M scoffed as if she was in the right with everything she says. Again she blurts out BS and judge warns her to keep quiet before she gets kicked out. She shuts up for good this time. It was F.D.'s turn to explain what happened. E.M.L., please state the events of XXXXXXXX date. F.D., paraphrased, M trespassed onto private property despite numerous warnings. She assaulted me by barely missing my head, threatening to shoot me. She got jail time for that. E.M.L., you're a former cop, yes? F.D., you but I don't know how to dash. E.M.L., do you describe yourself as a dangerous man? F.D. F.D., no, I never hurt anyone. E.M.L., do you recall the events of 2 weeks ago after threatening to shoot M? F.D., she tried to extort money from me from her own stupidity. E.M.L., you threatened to shoot her and tried to rape her. F.D.L., objection, no evidence of such events of sexual assault. E.M.L., no further questions. F.D. said that E.M.L. is just as ugly and stupid as M. Now it was M's turn. She jumps up in joy and runs over to the stand as if she was going to win. F.D.L., Ms. M, please state the events of what happened 2 weeks ago. M, well, I suffered a traumatic event. It has scarred me for life and I just want to have money just enough to go through this traumatic experience. F.D.L., I was asking about what happened during the events of 2 weeks. M, I am here to announce of my departure from this country once I get money and I would love if. J, Miss M, please answer F.D.L.'s question, otherwise we will immediately reach a verdict for this events. M, yes, Your Honor, F.D. tried to rape me the night before and I went to confront him in the gun range. F.D., this is outrageous, I don't even know where she lives. J, sit down. F.D. M, I confronted him that day and he threatened to shoot me if I didn't leave. J stood there but didn't take word for what M said, as it is the most bullshit excuse for trespassing. F.D. couldn't believe his ears either. F.D.L. just said no further questions, clearly implying he is done with her BS. Next was security to answer questions. Much like Is was asked about the events and the events before that and the events from 4 years ago. S worked for F.D. since the beginning of the gun range opening. The whole room went quiet. As S described further of the events that happened while M just sat there with her mouth open. Then the next one to talk was me. Skype call. I had to tell everything that had happened even 4 years ago despite my shitty memory, but thanks to Reddit my friend it helped fill out some potholes. I also mentioned how M used her many excuses to make her in the right, such as saying she was married to a diplomat. After I was done, that was it. So everything else has been told by FD's point of view. Next was ET. He confessed that M told him to distract the guards in the front gate so M could enter the gun range undetected. ET then entered the gun range when the security guards were busy. His reason for breaking in was so he can take the gun he likes, which was an M249 saw, from the glass display. FDL mentioned to ET that the M249 saw that he stole was illegal in Indonesia, especially to be owned by a civilian. FD can keep it because it's his father's during the war. Finally, if that wasn't enough, FDL finally showed the security vids dating back to 4 years ago, and what was revealed was baffling. M broke into the gun range not once or 3 times but 8 times during her probation, as well as 2 times in the past few months after she was released. It was shocking to see that this M went too far just because her kid can't hold the gun. J was shocked, FDL was shocked, FD was shocked, ET was shocked, literally everyone was shocked on this. M and I didn't see, but FD told me M's face went from a smirk to a shock and then pale, and her face went wrinkled like a used condom. Now, you must really want to know her charges, right? In the end, M was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, trespassing, child endangerment, child abuse, assault on a minor, assault on a law enforcement officer, extortion, lying to police, lying to a judge, drug possession, violating probation, false accusations, theft, attempted murder, reckless endangerment, attempted theft, again, possession of stolen property. She got sentenced to 54 years in jail, 2,000 hours of community service, pay 3.2 billion rupiah in damages, $224,500 for you Americans, lost custody to ET, a restraining order and anger management classes. ET got 200 hours of community service, 2 years in juvenile detention and 2 years of probation. FD only got 36 hours of community service for threatening to assault with a deadly weapon, even though it wasn't loaded. M screamed in terror and leaped out of the chair and attacked the judge, putting her on a chokehold. Security tried to pry her off, but she was too strong, and out of nowhere the judge somehow grabbed the gavel and smacked M as hard as she could on her head, which got her to let go. Just for that, M got an additional charge with assaulting a judge, and it resulted for 10 additional years to her sentencing. All in all, M got charged with 5 counts of aggravated assault, 11 counts of trespassing, child endangerment, child abuse, assault on a minor, assault on a law enforcement officer, extortion, lying to police, lying to a judge, drug possession, violating probation, false accusations, theft, attempted murder, reckless endangerment, attempted theft. Again, possession of stolen property and assault on a judge. She got sentenced to 64 years in jail, 2,000 hours of community service, pay 3.7 billion rupiah in damages, $260,000 for you Americans, lost custody to ET, a restraining order and anger management classes. She got dragged away in handcuffs, screaming and kicking, while ET willingly walked away in cuffs. Edit. You guys asked why she had a drug charge. M had crack cocaine in her purse and carried it into the courtroom like it was nothing. Thank you for listening, my children. Please leave a like and subscribe and ring my bell sack to stay updated with my videos as they come out. Love you, bye.